brought to you by Penguin.
Middle School. It's a Zoo in Here by James Patterson and Brian Sitz. Read by Mark Sanderlin.
Chapter 1. No More Teachers' Dirty Looks. Woohoo! It was the last minute of the last day of school before summer vacation. Could anything be sweeter? Not for yours truly, because I'm Rafe Khatchadorian, and if you've heard, or read, anything about me, you already know that Hills Village Middle School is probably my least favorite place in the whole universe. There are a lot of reasons for that, most of which are not my fault. Really, ask my friends. Okay, friend. I'm working on bumping that up to plural. Sometimes I just get frustrated by stupid rules like no parkour in class, and sometimes I get carried away by my own crazy ideas, like painting a mural of the story of man on the ceiling of the boys' bathroom. I heard there was a wanted poster with my face on it in the faculty lounge. Probably just a rumor. On the last day of the semester, it was goodbye to all that. I couldn't wait to escape, and I really, truly thought I was home free. But as usual, I counted my chickens too soon. If you spend a little time with me, you'll see that my very best days have a way of turning into, well, something else. My last big task for the year was cleaning out my hall locker, and I'll be honest, it got ugly in there. Way in the back, on the top shelf, I found a plastic bag of hard-boiled eggs from last September. At least, I think they were eggs. Hard to tell with all the green furry stuff. Then I pulled out a wadded-up gym shirt that hadn't seen the inside of a washer since January. The stench pretty much cleared the corridor. I also dug out a few long-lost library books, $2 in fines, a petrified glorp bar, an old Voldemort Halloween mask, a flyer from our class production of Les Mis, spoiler, it was pretty miserable, and some machismo body spray. Probably seemed like a smart purchase at the time. But now that was all behind me. All my earthly possessions were stuffed into my backpack, and I was dreaming about the 3 worry-free months ahead of me. Ready, Rafester? It was my friend Flip Savage, one of the funniest kids on the planet. I've never been readier. Me and Flip always walk out together on the last day of school. It's a tradition. Our other tradition? Taking a few happy moments to vote on which teacher we're going to miss the least. This year, there were some really solid contenders. For starters, our first period language arts teacher, Miss Loring. Loring. Rhymes with boring, said Flip. Couldn't have said it better myself. We also discussed Mr. Filbert from third period social studies. His George Washington impression really got on our nerves, especially the part when he tried to eat a peach with his wooden teeth. And obviously we had to consider Mrs. Frecht, the Spanish teacher with the German accent. Nine comprendo. But in the end, it was no contest. The winner by a mile was Mr. Manta, our 5th period science teacher, aka the A-list wonder. The last time anybody got higher than a B+ in his class was never. Not that science is my strong suit anyway. You've probably picked up on the fact that I'm more of an artist at heart. I passed Mr. Manta's final by the skin of my teeth. Farewell, hereditary charts, I yelled down the hall. So long, ecological cycles, yelled Flip, even louder. We picked up the pace, passing the gym, the scene of so many painful moments, and then the cafeteria, the site of this year's infamous Meatloaf Rebellion. We turned one more corner, and then we saw it, the light at the end of the tunnel. Actually, just the door at the end of the hallway. But it meant the same thing. I was finally done, sprung. Summer, here I come. But suddenly, a shadow loomed.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?